How many have a sister or a brother that they can even go to and talk to? Everybody's hand should be raised in here. Giving. Learning to give without expecting anything back in return. Learning to love without expecting anything back in return. I'm just trying to tell you how this thing works so you won't get your feelings hurt all the time. Okay? Learning the difference between chaos and peace. You know, people love to stay busy and just stay busy, but just taking the time out to sit back and think and not think about everybody else, but think about yourself and do some self-cleansing and some self-evaluation. We get so busy and tied up over the holidays that we forget we're talking about everybody else and we're thinking about everybody else. But I want to challenge you to look inside your heart on today. Think, what more could I have given? Don't worry if you didn't give a lot this Thanksgiving. There's another Thanksgiving to come. And another after that. And, you know, and let's just not even think about the holidays right now. Because people think, you know, when a holiday comes, okay, it's time for me to give. Guess what? It's time to give 365 days a year. Amen. How many understand that? Amen. Waking up in the morning thinking, what can I do for you? Amen. Not for me. You know, I have been through so much in my body, and I really didn't know how to come out of it. The doctors really didn't know what to do to get me out of it. And I'm going to share a secret with you all. I gave my way out. Now, when I laid in the bed and I thought about, okay, Moneka, you got to get up and eat. It wasn't worth getting up for. And I said, okay, Moneka, you know what? You got to get up and you got to shower and you got to get on your way. And then a sister just happened to call me one day. And she said, I need you. And I got up. And I got back in bed. But you know what? As I began to learn to help others, me and the bed weren't best friends anymore. I got to the place to where my bed stayed unmade because I was going to go back to my bed. What are you running back to? Is it a man? Is it food? What are you running back to? This comes back to the self-evaluation. Cleaning up some things so you can be a help to someone else. Nobody wants to hear what you got to say. They want to hear what God has to say. Have you ever seen somebody who sees something on the outside and they go to you and they tell you, you know, God told me, no, it's not true. That's what you perceived. How many know that we really don't? Things are not what they seem. You see somebody and they look just fine, but they're hurting. The silent cry is one of the most vulnerable cries. We have to learn to pick up on it. The only way we can do that is to be selfless. Somebody say selfless. You cannot think about yourself this year. Learn to think about somebody else. Learn to love. I mean, we do all this loving for ourselves. Learn to love somebody else. Learn to give to somebody else. You want to give yourself out. You want to get out of poverty. You want to get healed. You want to see. Then once you give, you've learned to open up your heart and give your all to God. How many know He will work it out? It doesn't get too bad. It doesn't get too ugly. It doesn't get too smelly for God. Maybe your friends don't want to help you because they feel like you don't want to help yourself. Maybe people want to have let you down in the past. I challenge you to trust again. I challenge you to dream again. And I need you to know the only person that you give your entire heart to is God. Try giving your heart to a friend. You're going to get your feelings hurt again. It's God. Learn to trust and depend on Him like never before. If you don't need anybody else in your life, you feel like you don't need anybody else, know that you need God. It's a trap when you get in that room all by yourself and you don't want to call nobody, you don't want to talk to nobody. I need you to know your own thoughts are your worst enemy. Get out, love, share, talk, go abroad, show God's love. Most of all, love yourself. Amen. Now I'm going to call each minister in here one by one.